Melbourne fans keeping their fingers crossed. They have a significant advantage, 32 points, but Collingwood out of the middle have been dangerous, and here they go again, a low ball from Pendlebury. Hibbert read it well. It's taken a bit to control it. He had good help out the back. Sneaky little kick from Lockhart finds Langdon. They can inch their way along the wing. Viney challenged by Adams. Good strength from both players. Better by Viney. Got into his move and out of it and got himself into it. And Pickle and the Pies win it and take it straight away. Through Dacos. Reid eventually draws to the ball. It's a tough one to handle. Cameron even more awkward. Lever, Salem, Hoskin, Elliott. Cameron a big tackle. Still there to be won. And eventually it's Phillips' left foot. Ooh. Back in again, Maynard. And it's fumbled unexpectedly by Stephen May. Now that's got to be close to deliberate, although
to be stronger under that one.
That is a good old-fashioned flinch. That
Juggled, not controlled by Pendlebury. Here's the decision. Gets it again anyway. Back to the square we turn. Reid, May and Lever.
Light rain starting to fall here at the Gabba. The wind's starting to pick up and some heavy rain not too far away.
So it's a fourth repeat inside 50.
Target for the tackle. They inch it forward. Rusco clever. Back to side bottom. He's given it plenty. Reid on a long searching lead. And it goes out. And you run for cover, Lynchy?
I'm up in the stands. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, as expected, Pendlebury gets the big tap down, but it's coming out by Tomlinson. Almost a half forward. Wiedemann competes strongly, charging through Lyndon Dunn. He might thrive in these conditions. That big body thrashed it deep in towards Elliott and beyond. At the back, Hibbert. Thomas waiting for the chance to wrap him up. The pressure is immense. Side bottom, tried to brush aside. It's Adams' kick that counts, and it's Hibbert who dropped the mark. Suddenly it's still alive, and Elliott, big tackle on Hibbert, play on. Brown next to feel the heat. The slippery ball, impossible to control. Collingwood come again. Thomas, Salem. Back out. Ooh. Great effort from McDonald. Kick goes back to the wing. Mark not taken by Harms, and that allows Grundy to service Thomas. The next give to Elliott. He waits a moment. He had Hoskin Elliott, and he's kept on charging back to goal. If he can find the footy, it's still on for him. The little surge came from Lockett. Twisting, turning, and not going. Kick. There's no whistle. There's Brayshaw. Back to Langdon. Awkward but effective. And then the fumble came from Viney.
Jack Viney's laughing his head off there. He did the same thing earlier and ended up with a free kick.
And he spears the pass and looked good through the air. And it's a Melbourne push. Barkley. Ed Langdon kicked his first goal as a Demon earlier in this game. He'd love to kick his second. And right here and right now, he's done it. Would score.
Well, here's a free.
Well, that's not taking your legs out from under. I mean, he was at the ball then, Josh Thomas, and that's going to hit Wiedemann on the chest. And Ed Langdon is a pesky winger. Rui is a big forward.
Get out of the way.
But he's gone back and done the right thing and converted, so that makes life really difficult.
News doesn't get any better for Collingwood, as we see there Ben Reid's going down into the rooms with the physio and closely followed by the doctor as well.
Put yourself in the P, 20 metres out from goal, and draw the footy.
Grundy heads in the Hoskin Elliott direction. He's got a metre on Hibbert. You know he'll be determined to stop him. Flying shot for goal. He's to the right. First beautiful judgment. Pushing up the ground and then sending it deep to Wiedemann. 1-on-2 against deep for Melbourne. Farko tries to get in front of Petrarca, but he hangs on. It's a 50-50 proposition for Christian Petrarca. 8 goals, 8. But maybe the worm has turned for the Demons. 40 points is the margin. What a wonderful goal.
Yeah, and they've just counterpunched really well this quarter, Melbourne. So it's been Collingwood's turn to generate the inside 50s and control field position, but as has been the issue all night, every time Melbourne have gone forward, they've looked really dangerous. So 11 inside 50s for the Pies this term for 4 behinds. Melbourne have gone in 5 times and kicked 2 goals.
Yeah, it's been, I think, beyond anyone's imagination if you're a Melbourne supporter to see how efficient it has been. And 40-point margin in this season against this side, who have defended so well historically, is a fantastic. So the kicking efficiency, right from the word go, it's still at 75%.
Oh, that's Vandenberg copying that.
That's a big smack.
That's his second one. He was involved in the Myercheck hit. So he is a tough kid. Now,
first, the numbers were against in the end. Adams a handball to Noble. Still going to have issues. Good pressure. Lockhart saw it through. Jones. And here they go again. Pickett. Oh, that's a bit greasy. He got himself into a... Excellent grab, Adams. His 23rd disposal. He arcs around. Tries to get a bit more in the kick. Hoskin Elliott will fly. Elliott keeps it alive for Callum Brown. Oh, it's been taken by Hoskin Elliott. Hasn't been a great source of goals this year. Not as many as when he and they were at their best a couple of years ago. Will Hoskin.
With this sort of setup. So Vandenberg, Lever, Viney, they had a number of loose players in the defensive 50 there, Melbourne. That's just fooled everyone.
Advantage play, side bottom. Gathers the footy, gathers his thoughts. Confronted by Salem, delivered for Elliott, but the commitment was full that time.
And that, I mean, that's good closing speed on a smaller...
Basically having another 12 months off, so that's a frustrating period of his career for Ben Reid, no doubt about that.
Grind, grunt work all the way to the line. Well, this one's not over yet. Collingwood 34 points in arrears. We'll know they'll keep coming. Viney sends Melbourne forward first. Crisp, Noble, Jones again. He's played his part. Big tackle.
Yeah, you've got to go deep through your midfield. And they've all got to work out how they can best share time.
And perfect depth on the kick, and Fritz pops up. A goal this year for someone who is normally a beautiful kick of the footy. But that will make life very difficult for Collingwood right now. The number one team in the competition for fourth quarters, but it's mainly been those last couple of weeks.
Well, again, I think that points to health and fitness.
Bruce getting his chance today back in his home state. Delivered it for Oliver, deep for Wiedemann. Oh, not quite long enough. Turns into a tackler. Pickett can't back out of the pack. Oh, might have caught one from Noble. Umpire doesn't blow the whistle yet. Back to Pendlebury, dangerous there. Brayshaw. Ball just ekes out for Fritsch now. Crisp over the top. Fritsch looking for a free, then realised there was no whistle. Pendlebury, nice little touch.
All night and behind the ball, you look, they've always seem to have, if not an extra one that's played off his man into a position that makes it hard for Collingwood to go forward.
18th disposal for Jack Viney. Went 5th in the AFL for inside.
He hasn't been able to do that tonight.
So multiple goals, as mentioned earlier. Now 6 of the last 7 games. There's 2 tonight. That's not going to add to his total.
So not...
Just didn't have enough on it. It was a tough one to take. Well, that's a bit scrappy from Harms on the way out. And Varco has a real opportunity to size it all up. And he still gave himself a chance to release it. Pickett ignored the handball, got it in there in haste. Oh, Moore's left it behind. Fritsch, not quite sure whether he was trying to get a...
He could have milked a free kick.
He was trying to get the legs taken out.
It would have been a raffle, given what we've seen tonight.
They handball their way out, this time the Pies.
It's probably not worth risking a broken leg, is it?
No.
Barrow. Oliver waits. Vandenberg gave him an offer. He accepts it. Vandenberg's a long kick, but he provides a short one. Wiedemann fell over. Fritsch gets the footy. It was great running from Fritsch. We saw him on the wing, and now we see him kick another Melbourne goal.
This is the margin. They've been and copped a fair belting, and rightfully so. This was only 3 weeks ago. They had to work hard, took 3 quarters to get over the top of Adelaide, and that was, you know, in the end it looked easy, but it took 3 quarters. North Melbourne, it took a half.
He was, so they've been able to have fit players doing their best to play the under matches that they can. Oh dear, and still side bottoms gifting opportunities.
That's when you just...
You know, it's a dirty night now. And the lead is beyond 50 points for the 3rd week in a row for the Demons.
Might be 10.
Taylor Adams, he understood exactly what he was doing. The umpire decided that it was going to be a legitimate length if Brodie Grundy marked it.
You've probably got enough already as the ball's cleared away. Tomlinson over the top. Jones back inside for Melksham. Salem. Oh, perfect.
Haven't got an issue on the ground at all. And another side beaten up, and it's playing out that way.
Sparrow comes in and delivers another goal.
Yeah, and this is the sort of play that we probably weren't seeing early.
Where you generally kick them.
Jones, in the end, errant hand pass. Opportunity for Taylor Adams, who's kept working away, gets it into Elliott up against the post. Around he goes off the left boot. He couldn't have kicked it higher. It's not going to make the distance.
As it is still fit and running out games, I think it's going to be pretty profound.
Oh, and again, the Melbourne player able to come hard at the footy.
Playing this from a Melbourne point of view. The Western Bulldogs are going to present a much more greater challenge, you would think, next time around. And it's just the standard. Now can they maintain it?
They'll have a week to enjoy this one as they work along the line. Is there time for one last? They've already kicked 4 in the last quarter. There'll be no more, but they have delivered plenty. And hopes are high now for Melbourne fans after what they've seen today. Could they be onto something special in 2020?